Good afternoon, everybody. It's Lorraine, Alternative Homesteading. This is going to be a little short. I'm going to read something that was in response to the COPS program that I posted on Quora, Quora. Quora is a question and answer forum, and I created a group for targeted people on there called Learning and Research for Targeted Individuals. You can feel free to go there. I do post or repost some of the videos from my YouTube channel, and then other interesting articles that I just can't post on YouTube for whatever reason. But I wanted to read this response to my posting the COPS program information. And he says, I was looking into this about a year and a half ago, but I have a couple of problems. I know gang stalking is paid for with government grants, but I couldn't figure out if it were going through the state, they run the fusion centers, or the county. So I went through the county budgets for several years, but I couldn't find the private security firms that I felt were being given large sums of money with grants from the Department of Homeland Security, DHS. I'm sure you know that private security handles much of this program. Wait, let me just move this over here a second here. That private security firms were given large sums of money with the grants from the Department of Homeland Security. He says, I'm sure you know that private security handles much of this program. It makes sense after the church committee. You put the documents into the private sector where they aren't under scrutiny of the FOIA, with the Freedom of Information, or other state-mandated reportings. That's why there was a boom in private security after 9/11 for, quote, live action role players, unquote. Many of these positions started at $150,000 a year and up. And that was 6 or 7 years ago when I had been looking into that. He says, I believe that there are many volunteers, but the paid perps are making bank. My angle while going through the county budgets was to find evidence and then report them to the IRS for misuse of federal funding. Let the taxpayer money benefit the taxpayer for once. I believe you're absolutely on the right trail with this. If you could follow a federal grant to a private security firm in your area, I believe you will find the one that holds your contract. Good luck. Well, thank you so much for that, David. I really appreciate that information. I'm sure all of my viewers appreciate that also. So what we can do, folks, is we can FOIA request, like Daniel Cameron, the prosecutor of the state of Kentucky, who recently applied for grants in 2020 for these COPS programs. So after they received the grants, where'd the money go? Did it funnel into counties, cities, states, particular programs? Where did the money go? Follow the money. It's always about follow the money, right, folks? Because while many of these perpetrators, like my neighbors, these criminals, might do it for free, they're more inclined to do the more vicious acts, like pulling a gate out without being arrested, if there were no consequences and they were getting paid for it. And given that, let's find out how much money they're getting paid. And if they are getting paid, that means they're paid off the books. That means they're not paying taxes. And even if they're receiving gift cards, let's face it, folks, everybody in the country, if you're earning off the books $600 or more, you need to report it. If you're a private security firm, a consultant, you're earning $600. It used to be more. It used to be, I believe it was $3,000. I know because I was a private contractor for many years, and you didn't have to report income for each individual job, let's say, unless it was over a certain amount of money. But now I believe it's $600, folks. So where's the money going? I'm sure these people are getting paid more than $600. I've been living here for 3.5 years. Let's say they're getting a $100 gift card every time they harass me. Over 3.5 years, that's an awful lot of money, folks. We're going into the thousands of dollars, right? Who's paying them? Who in the community is paying them? Who's distributing the gift cards? Who's depositing money into their accounts? There has got to be a paper trail somewhere. And even if the private security firms are giving out gift cards, those gift cards usually are purchased with government money. Let's say they get perks. Through American Express and Visa, you can get gift cards through there. There has to be a paper trail somewhere, folks. We need to find out where the money's going, where it's being distributed to. You can do this in your own city, your own state. Paper Trail the Cops program, COPS. I call it Criminals on Patrol, folks. I call it the Mops and Cops program, Criminals on Patrol and Morons on Patrol. But I digress. But anyway, I just wanted to read to you that comment, and I believe that there is a lot of validity in there, because there is a woman with black hair. I believe she is from a security firm in Red Bank, New Jersey, who was going down the hallway in the opposite direction when I was house hunting here in Kentucky. I was in a hotel, and she was coming down the hallway with that grinny smirk of hers. And I'm telling you, that's got to be 2 years before. Got to be 2 years before I moved here, at least. And then when I moved here the first time, I went into town in July of 2019. I went shopping, and I pulled my car down to make a left-hand turn. And she is in her vehicle with her grinning smirk, with her black hair and her emblemed vehicle. There was an emblem on it, like a Freemason symbol or something. Grinning at me. Same woman. Same biatch. From 2 years ago. So since that is 2 times, folks, that is stalking. You're stalking me from New Jersey to Kentucky. I don't care who you work for. You're a criminal. You are a criminal stalker. Maybe you're the handler. Maybe you're the handler being paid by the perpetrators and working with the Manalapan Police Department and now the county prosecutor here and my criminal neighbors. But that's okay. You're all getting exposed. Everybody's getting exposed. By the end of the year, I'm telling you, one of those videos is going to go viral. I think millions of people are going to see who my neighbors are. Millions. So let's just put it out there to the universe, people. We've got to expose this any way we can. Narcissists hate exposure, right, folks? So let's do it. Let's call them out on their BS. And also, my tallying of vandalism has been increasing here. Vandalism, theft, pet harm, pet murder. And I've decided, instead of only sending it to the sheriff's department and the prosecutor, we're going to go a lot higher. And then send everybody all 3.5 years of information. How about that? I think that's the way to do it. But anyway, folks, I hope everybody's having a good day. It did stop raining. It's very warm. It's like in the upper 50s. So I hope everybody's having a good day, and I will talk to you later.